Hey everyone, Nathan here, aka Bioplant, and today I am doing a developer commentary for Sadmin VR. I'm mainly doing this because I'm just kind of bored. Haven't uploaded anything in a while. I mean, technically I uploaded the trailer for this, and I've gone longer without uploading anything, but yeah, whatever. I think another reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you guys this game in VR more. Like, I've seen people play this game, but they've only done the flat screen version, which, fair enough. They probably don't have a VR headset, or it's just easier to play the flat screen version. But, yeah, I initially thought, like, maybe the VR version doesn't work at all for anyone. I don't know if that's the case yet. For me, it's worked just fine. But, yeah, I figured I'd just do this for fun. I think before I do anything, I should address the Bioplant fan game collection because that's all anyone's asking me at this point. But the bad news is I am just not working on it anymore. It's not fun to work on. I don't enjoy working on it. It's been so long since I first announced it, and it's just, yeah, it's not something I want to work on and isn't something I should be working on, to be honest. I've been focusing on more important projects, which I don't think I'll say anything about it just yet. I might announce something by the end of the year, but it's a really ambitious but also fun project, which was something that the Bioplant collection wasn't. It wasn't fun to work on. But anyway, I thought I'd clear that up. Because you guys, pretty much 99% of the guys subscribed to this channel are waiting for that game. But yeah, I figured I'd say it now. I was going to do a more like formal video announcing it, but I thought, like, whatever, just say it. Yeah. Anyways, I actually tried recording this beforehand, which is why I have one ending, but it wasn't very good. The recording just messed up. My controllers lost their battery. Yeah, it was just a disaster. But yeah, let's just play. All right. When I was last recording this, shut up. Yeah, when I was last recording this, it was very like unstructured. I mean, it's kind of unstructured now when I'm talking about this, but yeah, it was pretty bad. I had to try again. Yeah, it's all over the place. Anyways, let's talk about turning Sadmin into a 3D VR game. The hardest thing wasn't like making the assets or anything. That's probably the easiest thing for me, which is why I thought it'd take like 2 weeks to make, but it actually took like 5 months. Which isn't horrible. Like, it wasn't like straight up developing it every day. I also had like school and stuff, but yeah, I underestimated how big this game would get, so I thought it'd take 2 weeks. Obviously not the case, but yeah. I think I actually started working on this back in 2023, technically, but I wouldn't consider it like the actual start date because it was more like a test thing where I just did a basic block out of the Sadmin office and tested out VR in Godot, which is the engine I'm using for these 3D games. Yeah, it was just a basic office block out with like a flashlight you could grab. Yeah, I didn't plan on releasing it or anything. It was just, like I said, a test. But I think around October or November, I was like, I just hadn't released anything in a while, so I thought, oh, it'd be easy to make this game, so just release something for April. April's like ages away. I can definitely finish this on time, which I did. I guess that's the most impressive thing, releasing it on time. But yeah, it took longer than I expected, but still. oh god, yeah. In my last recording, I was really distracted by my talking, so I'd I'd get easily jump scared, and yeah. Anyways, oh crap. Hi, Sadmin. Uh, yeah, the hardest thing when making this game in 3D was the characters. Originally, they were going to be like fully 3D. Like, I don't just mean like their bodies, I mean like their faces. Their eyes would be 3D modeled, their mouth would be 3D modeled. I had one of the characters made in 3D, but it looked so wrong. The Henry Stickmin characters are just characters that shouldn't be translated into 3D fully. But I think the way I've approached it here is pretty solid. Where 3D body and 2D face. The 2D face was the hardest thing by far, and I think like I can link that back to the bioplant collection because, like I said, it wasn't fun to work on. Maybe at the time it was exciting, but that's the thing, right? It's exciting to announce all these huge projects, but working on it isn't very fun. Which is why I haven't announced. This is the thing, right? Sadmin Night and its VR version, I'd announce on the day. Like I wouldn't really tell anyone about it, but I still released it because it was actually fun to make. And this is kind of the case with my next project, which I'm working on. Not the bioplant collection, but something else. I'll announce it later this year, hopefully. But oh crap, where's Sadmin? I don't know where he is. There he is. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't really enjoy making 2D games as much as I used to. Mainly because at the time I had no idea how to make a 3D game. It was just 2D games. That was all I could create. But ever since I got into the 3D space, it's been a lot more fun. I really enjoy making these worlds in 3D. It's just more fun. That might be just a me thing. Like I know there's obviously people who enjoy doing things in 2D instead, which fair enough, you know. But going forward, I'll be making far less 2D things because I simply enjoy making 3D games more. It's a lot easier. It looks really cool, especially in VR. But yeah. What else should I talk about? Yeah, I'll talk more about The Office, I guess. So, translating The Office from 2D to 3D was a little challenging because obviously not everything could be the same. Hi there. Yeah, in the original, this door had a door button over there, but that wouldn't work in 3D because you're all the way over here, so you'd have to like physically walk. Which is funny because in the original test version of Sadmin Night, oh crap, hi, you could walk around, but that kind of thing is just nauseating for the average player. It's not nauseating for me. Like I've got pretty strong VR legs, but yeah, I just figured, stick to the traditional, just stationary, and you could easily just walk out the office too. Like maybe I could have put an invisible wall, but it's just not immersive. But yeah, I had to move the door button from there to here, which I think is actually a lot better because it's like right there, you can just press it and yeah. Yeah, what else can I talk about? Oh yeah, the reboot panel used to be hanging over here in the original, which again, there's no way it'd work because it'd be blocking the window and the door. So, and I needed something over in this corner too. Like in the original game, there was nothing. So, sorry. But yeah, I moved it here, which I also think's a lot better. Makes use of the space more. Yeah, and VR, you press the buttons. Oh man, I should be watching the cameras. I might actually survive this one first try. Yeah, but everything else, like the desk is obviously smaller than it is in the VR game. Like it's really long, but yeah, I made it shorter because it doesn't need to be massive. You just need the thing. I really like how I've structured the thing here, where the camera's like two layers. You can see both the vents and the map itself. Um, and yeah, again, it's one of those things that makes use of the space pretty well. And because it's VR, you can like grab things as well, like the phone. You might have noticed I hung up there because I want to talk. I don't want the fella to talk over me. Oh man, you know what else died? My left controller. It's just floating there now. God damn it! I swear when I last checked it, it was like full battery. Oh my god. We were so close to beating it too. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Anyways, this is the fail screen, which is significantly different compared to the original. The original was just a black screen with like some static effects, but here I thought, once again, you're in VR, let's make use of that. Make a big immersive space. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, except for one thing. You can see I don't know if it shows up on the screen for you guys, but you can see the end of the map here. And I tried to hide it with like fog, which works in the flat screen version, but does not work in VR. I don't know why. I think it renders fog differently, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's very nice. It's one of the better looking parts of the game, though I am noticing the water's kind of floating there. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe it's like a depth thing. But yeah, fun fact. I think a lot of these assets, these TV screens and that like pipe thing, they're for a future project that I'm working on right now, but I repurposed it here. There's a lot of that in this game. I've reused models from other games, which technically you could say it's for this game because this is the first time they appear. Anyways, this is so like random. But yeah, so the idea here is you've been caught and they throw you into the depths here. Your body has been dumped into the depths. Just a little bit of world building here and there. That's another thing that's a little different in the VR version. I've tried to like make the world more. I want to say I made the world more rich, but like, come on, man. This is Sadmin night we're talking about. Anyways, yeah, just make the world feel a little like fleshed out a bit. I myself don't really know what Alphaware is. Like, Alphaware is the kind of overarching company in this whole game. There isn't that much significance to it. Alphaware is also another company that's for another game, but I reused it here. So if you happen to spot this company in my next game, just remember maybe it's in another universe or something. They're not set in the same universe. Anyways, yeah, fleshing out the world a bit more. And that's kind of like more evident with the phone calls. There's like secret phone calls, which you may or may not stumble upon, which kind of reveal more about the world. And then there's the endings to the game, which they're less linked to this world and more like an overarching narrative for the games I work on. Like, something I'm doing right now is every single game I release, they'll all be linked, but not like directly or in universe. They're like, there's an overarching narrative, which it's hard to explain now because I can't reveal anything about it. It's too spoilery, but I think once the next game comes out, it'll be a lot more obvious what's happening if you pay close attention. Anyways, that's really out of context. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's retry. Actually, no. First of all, I need to change this battery. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, let's retry. Let me just put my thing on. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Phil.
Oh, this
Oh
is
my
my phone
goodness.
call.
Funny story. Like, really funny. So you know how my entire job is just to oversee the containment cells containing all those funny stick figures and yeah. I went to the bathroom, because I was having my coffee and coffee stimulates your butt and you gotta poo. um, I went and I think I made a huge mistake. Not in the bathroom, but when I got out, they're all gone. They're all gone. All the stick figures, the anomalies, they're all gone. I don't know how. I'm in so much trouble. Um, ugh, First, I saw all the cells open, like empty. None
Okay,
of
I
the.
think that's enough. Because the rest of the phone call is him just whining, like, "Oh, why did I do that?" Yeah. So yeah, that was the phone call I was talking about, which reveals more about the world, I guess, which it isn't really much. Um, and I figured, there's no point putting that much into the story for this game because it's an April Fool's joke. Like, oh, all right. Should I say anything about this character? Expect. No, I won't say that. That's okay. Screw it. Expect him. Expect him to pop up in another game that isn't Sadmin Night. That's all I'll say. Yeah. If I look away, he's gone. If you know, you know. Oh crap! I need to reboot the door. All right. Let's see. What else can I talk about? Um, I learned a lot from this game, like in a lot of aspects, like shaders, um, making assets for games. Like this clock here is actually a baked asset. Like I fully made this. Like I modeled a high poly and then baked it down. That's the first time I've ever done that. It's with this prop using Marmoset toolbag, which God, that's expensive, especially in Aussie dollars. Well, it's like $200 more, but I know in other countries it's a lot worse. But yeah, I guess if Sadman Night had a budget, it'd be $800, or actually no more because of voice acting. But I don't know. Yeah, Marmoset Toolbag is a really good software for 3D game development, and I haven't even like scratched the surface. So I'll be using that a lot in the future. Um, yeah, I learned a lot. VR is something I want to do more in the future. It's just such a like incredible medium. Like I genuinely think it's the future of gaming. Gaming? Wow. I actually hate that word. I don't know why I use it. Um, yeah, VR has so much potential. It's just a shame that like VR is hard to get into because it's expensive and a lot of people are like nauseated by it. But I don't know. Maybe there's a solution to that, like making it more immersive. I don't know, but VR doesn't affect me at all, which thank goodness because there are so many incredible games in VR, like Boneworks. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of that. It's a fully physics-based VR game, which not only has incredible gameplay but incredible story. Um, was a little disappointed by Bone Lab, but I've grown to like it a lot more. Anyways, that's just random. Um, yeah, I think VR has so much potential. Um, it's just it's actually really hard to develop for, um, which is why I'm using an add-on for these hands, this VR controller, using the Go.XR tools because um, I think for the original prototype I made the like VR system myself, but I didn't want to do that again, so I just used the add-on. But everything else I coded myself. But yeah, it's very hard to develop, even for something as simple as floating hands. Um, Again, going back to Boneworks, like you've got your arms, which are also fully physics based. Your legs, like everything is just, it contributes to the world physically. It's really impressive. I should watch my power. I was so close to beating it last time. Oh yeah, speaking of story stuff, Lackey. You know how I was saying every game is linked even if they're not in the same world? If you guys have ever played Surviving the Snowstorm, you might have seen this face before. Whoa! Every single playthrough I do, this guy scares me. God, and he's like the stupidest character too. Head with legs. God. I guess that's what's funny about him. That's the only thing that scares me in this game. Anyways, yeah, the Lackey. Those are kind of like, they're not characters you really see in this game. Maybe in like one ending, but they're more like background story plot points, I guess. Nothing significant really. Yeah, I think I was going to incorporate more of that into this game, but I just reminded myself that this was not a sequel. This was just a VR remake. I've had questions about whether or not this game is set in the same universe as the first game, but they're set in different universes. So the 2D game's its own little world. The 3D game's its own little world. Except I'd say the 3D game's a little more important going forward. I won't say how, but not that important. It's an April Fool's game after all. It's funny how much effort I put into this game. Like, I really tried to make this game look really detailed. Like, even if, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like cobwebs and stuff, detail everywhere, power socket there. I think there's one here too. Yeah. Like, I really wanted to push my visual fidelity skills. Whatever. No, I'll secure that. Because I think he's going to disable the cameras, so I'll do that. But yeah, I really wanted to push my visual fidelity. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Very purpley. I wanted to preserve the purple tone. I think the original game had a little more blue to it, but this one's like fully purple. Purple guy! Wait, what? Oh, he's gone, okay. Please win. Where's the... Okay. But yeah, I don't regret making this game. It's not nearly as popular as the first one. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. Obviously, there's VR, but you could play in non-VR. But the first game, I don't know if you've ever been on those like websites where there's like so many like shovelware and like Flash games, and it's just like copy pasted onto like so many other websites. All right, there we go. Yeah, Sadmin Night was like embedded into so many like third-party websites, so it made it like really accessible, which is probably why it did as like way better than I thought it would at the time. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll do just as well this time, but that was wishful thinking. Like, I don't know why I thought that'd be. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm
let's.
not supposed to be talking to you.
Wait, what? Oh.
I
turned my back to
I need something from you. And no, it's not your security clearance pass or your wallet. I already have them. No, I need you to find something for me. I need you to find it and kill it.
For those who don't know, that is the thing that killed Sadmin is the cryptid. He was in the original game, but his role's a little different. And yeah, it's not the last time you'll see him, that's all I'll say. But yeah, that was actually the second cutscene. Also, you'll notice I voice acted the cryptid. There was no voice lines there. That's for another ending. And also Lackey. That's like the only other place that Lackey appears. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, the cryptid in the original game was like just a funny Easter egg, Golden Freddy-esque thing. But I thought it'd be interesting to. Well, I had other plans for him and for like another game, but I won't say how. I won't say what those plans are, but at the time I was like, oh, what if I gave him like a more important role? What did I press? Oh, I pressed the credits button again. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to that. Okay, but first of all, yeah, I already got the first one from trying to record it previously, but that failed miserably, so you got the second one. If you want to see the original ending, go search it up online. Sadmin Night VR ending, whatever. There's like a YouTube video on it, probably, but yeah. But yeah, let's go back to the credits. Let's talk about the people who helped make this game a reality. There's obviously me who did like 90% of it, but there's a lot of other things that make this game a lot better, like Argus's work on the music. Music is so difficult. I've tried so hard to like get into it, but I just can't. So I'm really impressed by his work. Voice actors, Jack. He's my friend in real life. Got him to voice act both the phone guy and Muscle Man. He does a great Muscle Man impression. Mark Douglas from Voices.com. Sadmin. There's me. And the Microsoft Toolkit, which is like a really old 90s software where it's like text-to-speech. And special thanks, Stress Level Zero, creators of Boneworks and Duck Season, Bone Lab, Hover Junkers, Strobe Interactive, of course, Godot, Friends and Family, and the obvious, yeah. If you want to know what I'm working on next, then yeah, go to that link, I guess. Or go on my social media. I post a lot of stuff about my upcoming project, but I've yet to formally announce it on this channel. Should we try to get the last ending? I don't know. What else is there to say? I'll probably leave it here. I was going to do a two-part. I don't know if I actually said that at the start, but I was going to do a Sadmin Night playthrough, like the original, and then do this, but I thought it'd be more interesting to do this here. I think I said that already, maybe. Or maybe that was one of my previous recordings, I don't know. But yeah, more stuff is coming soon. Don't think because I cancelled the Bioplant collection that I've quit game dev entirely. This is just the beginning. I genuinely can't not do game dev. Like, there are days where I tell myself to take a break from game dev because I do it too much. So I just sit on the couch, play the PlayStation, and try to like not do anything. But I just have that itch to like actually make something. So there's no way I'm ever gonna like ditch game development. It's just too fun. And I think this game represents that pretty well. Like come on, this is an April Fool's game. Like, there's too much effort put into this. Also, I think there's a secret here, but I don't think I can reach it because it's below the ground and also up there. But whatever. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, expect more. Yeah, I do want to do more casual videos on the channel. Like, I just did like trailers for the longest time because I try to keep it like more formal, I guess. But I want to use the channel more, like more casually. Because yeah, it's not very fun not uploading anything. I want people to know what I'm doing as well. I mean, they could always go to my social media and see what's happening, but Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's accessible, so whatever. Yeah, Sadmin Night VR. Probably the strangest Henry Stickmin fan game to ever exist. Probably the strangest Five Nights at Freddy's game to exist. Actually, probably not. I'd have to give that to like Flumpties or something. Yeah. I'm trying to think what I don't want to. It feels too soon to end it, but whatever. Yeah. Thank you for sticking around, and hope you enjoyed this developer commentary. This was fun. Hopefully the recording isn't too shaky or anything, because the VR recording thing just it just makes things look really weird. Like it makes the hands look shakier than they actually are. And anyways, I'm dragging this out. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.